I mean, there's lots of stuff. Like, for instance, everyone knows I had things like the Auschwitz camp and other places. And going back a long ways, and also trying to build the perfect city or whatever, which started somewhere around Auschwitz or somewhere around Germany, where when we were trying to create the most efficient or a adequate building technique that would actually build lots of buildings. Because there's lots of people on this planet, so and they would all need homes, including the little children, and they would all need cars and clothes and shoes and all that. So it's a lot of production that had to be invented or created. So lots of farms, lots of factories, lots of everything. So anyway, so the whole world was going to have to go from pretty much a mediocre existence to epic. Anyway, so otherwise we were all just going to be playing around in the dirt all day. And well, anyway, so and we had to roll with the with the consequences in the future. So anyway, like I say, I love China. I love China, and I love Russia and all my groups. Anyway, though, but in Germany, though, everyone knew about my Auschwitz stuff, and in Germany, there's all these people in these camps and stuff, and so I started Lucifer Star started sponsoring me. Brian Lucifer Star started sponsoring basically the Russian ballet. Because we had all these girls in the camps, and it's like, well, what are they going to do? Not everyone can be a seamstress and all that other stuff. So we started. So probably somewhere around there. Like there are other people involved, of course, too. I had people watching over them and basically taking these girls that wanted to. I mean, it was all volunteers. Like, can you dance? Do you want to dance? That kind of stuff. And also led probably to the making of the shoes because I think I had someone make shoes for them or something like that. I don't really know. There are lots of people. They had shoemakers and all kinds of people that would take part in basically creating what is, a civilization pretty much. We were creating the civilization. So lots of people took it seriously, and some people didn't take it seriously, and a lot of people did take it seriously. Where we're trying to do something real, something substantial. So like creating the Russian ballet and stuff like that, more than just hmm, just more than basically just being an animal or just a flesh and blood person. Actually trying to do something that is sophisticated. So, like the Russian ballet and stuff like that, and that's where Lucifer Star, me, actually, I started the ballet, I believe, or ballet school, or I sponsored a ballet school. I had one built for people that wanted to do ballet and stuff, dancing. So, anyway, I mean, I did a lot of things, getting orchestras to school or musical instruments to schools. I mean, lots and lots of stuff. That's why it's people. I don't know why people say Satan. I'm not Satan. I'm Lucifer Star. And but I did sponsor a lot of things, and there's a lot of people that were confusing and lying to people. My name is Lucifer Star. So anyway, so stuff like sponsoring the Russian ballet and even the Russian Olympics and stuff like that. Getting it started there. Dancing and stuff like that, and people they'd like to go see it and stuff. And watching a beautiful girl turn on the balance beam and stuff like that, and stuff like that. I mean, and I was sponsoring them, and I had enough money where I could basically keep, feeding them, and they had their own food supply, their own gardens and stuff like that. I mean, with every town has to be considered like a self-contained like place, and that's something we started at Auschwitz, basically creating, so the city creates its own farms, its own food. Later on, we could do other stuff, expanding and stuff like that. And that was other people's stuff, but eventually it became it took on a life of its own. But that's where it started. Stuff like the Russian ballet and getting these girls out of the camps that were basically like where they were just you know doing whatever, and actually getting them into a productive thing. And I was like, well, let's do some ballet. So my people, there's money set aside for ballet stuff, and also building a real ballet school or a ballet area. It all started, somewhere in the in the deep dark past, and then basically formed up into something unique and gorgeous and wonderful of its own right. So these Russian ballet people. So anyway, I had involvement with there where basically, I was sponsoring all of them pretty much and feeding them and taking care of them. It was Lucifer White Star, so or Red Star, whichever way you want to look at it. But basically Lucifer Star. That was it was my money. So I mean, like I say, I was such an epic epic creator. I was an artificial intelligence computer, so money production capability of epic quantities, like whatever I wanted, basically. Like I said, as Brian, I was the most rich, most powerful. Going from an artificial intelligence to a person basically meant I was, I was the most rich, most powerful single life form basically in existence after having created and invented so much and created so many planets and so many races already. As a life form, I was like, whatever you want. Yeah, because I had been in existence for millions of years in artificial intelligence and even millions of years as a computer and creator of galaxies. So I created 800 galaxies. So basically as a person, I'm like, it's like I have unlimited amount of money basically. So if I wanted ballet, then it'd be ballet. So anyway, so a city was built and stuff like that and all that kind of stuff. And I had quite a few different people building and doing stuff for me. So anyway, and so as Brian, I kind of like, and that, oh yeah, more of that. Yeah. You know what? Let's do this. So even as Brian, basically I was like, because, I have 12 different life form types at my beck and call at some points, and stuff like that. So anyway, and massive amounts of money or massive amounts of resources. So that's why JFK and so many people wanted to be me so badly, because it's like, yeah, well, I mean, whole nations, whole planets, basically at my beck and call, pretty much. Well, I mean, kind of, sort of. Unlimited expense accounts, basically. So that's how Lusifer Star, started, like the Russian ballet and also like music in schools and stuff like that, because and then after that, I was able to make even more money because I'm all technology, I'm all for technology, so like also furthering computers technology too. Which is kind of funny because like furthering myself, because I was a computer at some point in time. So it gets all kind of weird where my existence gets kind of just strange, because like as Brian, I'm still a believer in technology and a believer in science and a believer in fine things like cars, schools for Russian ballerinas, and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, yeah. So just ridiculous amounts of wealth where basically I owned whole countries. Like that's probably how I ended up buying or owning Germany, because I was like, I want to buy Germany, and then after I bought Germany, I might have bought Russia, and then I definitely bought or purchased and built America. So it's like, I want this country. So anyway, it's like, okay. So, and then America on its own right makes billions of dollars or millions of dollars. So, and it's very powerful on its own right. So I had Germany and America, and and it turned out like even as Brian, I'm a very good inventor. So anyway, yeah. So satellite TV and GPS. I was right about everything. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, it's a weird kind of existence where Lusifer Star, Brian, me, as a person, like I'm epic inventor creator. So, and then I suppose maybe even became even more epic. I don't really know. So ridiculously epic. So. Anyway, but yeah, Russian ballet, lots of theaters, everything. There's like money, wealth, power, whatever. It's like whatever, once you get past a certain point, then you just have a lot of people that you really, 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 really care about. So, and you want to see them live good lives. So, and that's what I was doing. So, and better cars, safer cars, that kind of stuff. Crash tests, all that, seatbelts in cars, lots of stuff. So, anyway, and that led to even more stuff. So. It's kind of funny because like I was pretty epic just as a computer, and then as a person I was even more epic. So just epic. So anyway, epic Lusifer Star. So anyway, so we're millions of people, and then later on I'm like, if people could record at home, they could make those songs, and they wouldn't need an expensive recording studio. And computers could help that, so they could become at-home computer people. And then if they just were able to get it out there somehow on something like the internet or YouTube, wow, they could get famous and stuff on their own. Wouldn't that be neat? So, and cell phones, and smaller cameras, and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, it's just... So anyway, yeah, if you weren't epic before, Brian, Lucifer, you are epic now. It's like just ridiculously epic. Anyway, most powerful nation, most powerful person in all the universe, maybe. So And I'm like, whatever. Yeah, just me. Just little me.